Hey guys, it's Sidney Galpern from SidneyCakes.com, and today I'm going to bring you along with me as I create my take on the super popular avant-garde Isomalt sail cake. I'm going to be making a few different kinds of sails today and showing you how to put it all together into one beautiful abstract cake. So let's go ahead and get started with our crumb coat. I'm starting off by stacking my cake. Now I'm going to be using a rich vanilla buttercream for the entire cake, but on the inside I'm going to fill it with a really sweet and fruity strawberry buttercream filling. Now I'm going to take my extra tall scraper, because this is a big cake, and I'm going to add another layer of buttercream on top and then just smooth it all out for a semi-naked icing effect. Now I'm going back to my spatula and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of some different colors of icing, and I'm going to put them here and there just to kind of give it a little bit more of an abstract look in the buttercream, and it adds a really nice touch, just incorporating those colors into the rest of the cake. So I'm just going to kind of touch here and there with some different colors and then go back in and smooth those out to blend it all together. Of course, as always, I am using Simi Isomalt today. Simi Isomalt is a pre-cooked Isomalt tile, so it is ready to use. I don't have to worry about tempering it or cooking it or anything. All I do is pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then 15-second intervals until it's a liquid. Now I am being very careful because Isomalt is super hot. I highly recommend wearing gloves when working with Isomalt because it is about 300 degrees. I'm melting my Isomalt in the microwave for 30 seconds and then 15-second intervals until it's a liquid. Now it's going to be boiling and bubbling when you first take it out of the microwave, and that's good, but you don't want to use it right away because you're just going to be pouring bubbles into your finished pieces. So I always let my Isomalt settle before I actually use it, just so that it's not boiling and bubbling anymore. It's nice and flat. We are going to be doing some different colors and different levels of opacity for these Isomalt sails. So for that, I'm going to use a few different types of color. When using airbrush color mixed into your Isomalt, it's going to give you a transparent color, so you can't actually see through it. Anything that you want to make an opaque color, I'm going to add in white petal dust. Using powdered color will give you a more opaque finish like porcelain, which adds a really nice contrast to our transparent pieces. After I mix in the color, I'm re-microwaving the Isomalt to bring out any bubbles I may have stirred in. For our first Isomalt sail, I'm going to be making our biggest sail, so our focal point to our piece. I'm pouring the Isomalt out onto my nice silicone baking mat, and then I'm going to let it cool. Depending on how long you let it set up before you form it will give you different effects, because it will either be more hot and more liquidy and drip faster, or it will be a little more set up and give you some bigger globs. Technical term there, globs. I'm going to be using a plastic bottle today to form my sails, and that's going to give us nice, tall, slender sails. But really, you could use anything to make your sails. You're going to be looking around your kitchen at everything and thinking, I can make a sail with that. Water bottle? Sure. Bigger water bottle? Yep. Cake stand? Why not? Giant bottle of alcohol that you keep next to your desk for painting edible paints? Yeah, just don't put the torch near it. Once we have our sail formed, we are going to leave this to cool for 10 to 15 minutes depending on the size of the sail. Make sure you have another silicone mat underneath whatever form you are using for your sail, just in case it does drip. To make the flatter, more fan-like sails, instead of using something tall to form it over, we're actually just going to gather the mat after the Isomalt set up a little bit and hold it in place using clips. I like to pour my Isomalt in a fan shape to begin with, so kind of a wide triangle, making it much wider than I think that it needs to be, because we are going to be folding it and condensing it smaller. I'm tilting the mat a little bit just to spread the Isomalt out and make it a little bit more thin and delicate before I shape it. You can also use tinfoil as a form to help the pleats of the Isomalt stand out. If you form the Isomalt too soon, it's all going to be super liquid and it's just going to pool in one spot. You also don't have to fill in the entire shape of Isomalt. You can leave some open spots to add contrast. After a few minutes, you can also pull on the edges of the Isomalt very carefully to thin them out and add an even more abstract look. Once the Isomalt is firm to the touch with a toothpick, you're just going to slowly unmold the piece off of your form and then carefully peel the silicone mat away from the Isomalt. I'm going to finish off my Isomalt abstract sail cake with a version of sponge sugar. So I'm just going to drizzle Isomalt out onto the mat, and once it cools, it's going to give you really, really cool spiral designs. I used a greased metal cookie cutter on top of my silicone mat to create a base, and then I am just dipping my sails in liquid Isomalt and attaching them all together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to be the first to know whenever I post a new tutorial, and let me know what kind of tutorials you guys would like to see next. Until next time, keep life sweet.